party, let's get lit.
Okay. Hear me out. We need to talk about the most insufferable character in modern cinema. And before you say Jaja Binks, no, you're dead wrong. Because this man right here has a main character syndrome so severe it's actually painful to watch. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Our story starts with old Bilbo Bagginses basically being like,
Let me tell you something.
and then we get the most extra city destruction you've ever seen. Because the director is like, look at this. Peter Jackson, what are you doing, my guy? But this is what Thorin Oakenshield grew up with. Mountains of gold, servants. The man probably never even had to make his bed a day in his life. And one day, Dragon shows up. And he's like, and now, Mr. I've never had to work a day job because
I'm just a baby.
Suddenly had to go out, figure out real life. And this is where it gets good, right? Because instead of going out and adapting like a normal person will, this guy spends 60 years planning a comeback. He's the kind of person who still brings up his high school football stats at age 35. Watch how he works. Seriously, just watch. Every step is like he's expecting a red carpet to just fall off and roll out. My guy, you've got no home. You are a prince without a kingdom.
We're just a couple of pimps, no hoes.
13 strangers shows up at Bilbo's house. No invitations, no heads up, nothing. Then these niggas eat up all his food, drank all his wine, and basically said, fuck you.
But wait! There's more!
Because this guy pulls out a contract, not an entry contract, employment contract, partnership agreement. This dumbass literally pulls out a fine print about funeral arrangements and whatnot. Imagine someone spawning into your house, eating up all your food, and then asking you, blimey, mate, can you please co-sign my loan?
Fucking guy.
Would you like a bottle of water? What do you think his old pitch was in all of this? My people need their homeland. Foreign. Your people have been fined for 60 years. They got jobs, lives. Some of them have even moved on and started their own families. But you can't let it go because you are not special anymore. I mean, look at that face. That is the face of a man who has never been told no. And it shows. They start the unexpected journey. And the one of this disaster road trip, Thorin is already making questionable decisions. They encounter trolls. And what is Thorin's brilliant strategy? Sending the Hobbit. Yeah, let's send in the guy who has never been more than 5 miles from his house. The guy who packs 7 meals a day for breakfast. Now you might be thinking, but Thorin didn't send Bilbo Baggins to check on the cave trolls. And to that I say, shut up, Ned. Okay, I hate this guy, so I'm pinning everything on him. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, guy.
It's like being the team captain and sending the bench warmer to handle your most important play. Surprise, it goes horribly wrong. Everyone gets captured. Definitely didn't see that one coming. Who could have predicted this?
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
And even while tied up in a sack, about to become troll dinner, this man is still trying to assert dominance. I am Thorin Oakenshield. Sir, you're in a bag, about to be seasoned. Maybe now is not the time for a royal introduction. And of course, Gandalf had to come through for everyone because apparently in every D&D party is the wizard's sacred duty to clean up after the rightful king who can't handle 3 hungry trolls with the combined IQ of a brick. Okay, it's beginning to piss me off. And you would think this encounter would teach him humility. Does he maybe think, hey, maybe I should, I don't know, listen to advice? Nope, because growth is for peasants apparently. And if you think this is bad, wait until you see what he does when they get actual help from actual royalty. You know, the guy who still has his kingdom intact, not the rightful king of some city that doesn't exist anymore, because the Rivendell situation is about to show you levels of disrespect you didn't know possible. They arrive in Rivendell, which is basically the fantasy equivalent of a 5-star resort with free healthcare and no crime. The elves are being incredibly hospitable. Free food, free lodging, free medical advice from literal immortal beings. And what is Thorin's response? He looks like someone had just asked him to eat gas station burgers. Lord Elrond, who was actually played by a Nigerian.
Look at this guy!
I hope he becomes president. Not Lord Elrond, I mean the actor. I don't hope Lord Elrond becomes president of Nigeria. I mean the actor, Hugo Weaving. I hope he becomes president. Just thought I would clear that up. So Lord Elrond, who is older than death, offers to help translate their ancient map for free. This man literally rolls his eyes at free professional services from someone with thousands of years of experience. Everyone knows that loser who complains about free Wi-Fi being too slow. That is literally Thorin. Elrond reveals the secret moon letters that show exactly when and where to enter the mountain. And what does this self-glorified halfwit say? The most grunging thanks you've ever heard. Like someone just did him the world's smallest favor instead of literally solving his entire quest. And Elrond is like, just an advice, my friend. Maybe reconsider fighting the dragon that has killed everyone who has tried. It's not like I'm one of the wisest and oldest elves out there. What do I know?
I'm just a baby.
And this nigga is pissed. Thorin is offended. He gets mad. An immortal being gives you sound advice, and Thorin acts like his mom just told him to clean his room.
So this is your purpose, to enter the mountain.
What of it?
Shut up, silly woman!
You literally just asked him to read your map. What are you, stupid? That comes with a consultation fee called common sense. They storm out of the safest place in Middle Earth because they can't handle simple constructive criticism. It's like leaving the doctor's office because he told you smoking is bad. They are traveling through mountains during a storm because of course they are. And any reasonable leader would be like, maybe, I don't know, we should wait this out. But Thorin, we press on. The audacity. There are geological disasters happening and this man is like, well, this seems fine. They take their shelter in a cave. And surprise, it's a trap. Goblins are everywhere. Now, a good leader might have, I don't know, posted a watch, check the cave, basic survivor 101. But no, no, of course not. Thorin is too busy brooding about his lost kingdom of Erebor to think about current threats. They get dragged before the great goblin. And what does Thorin do? He starts making threats to the Goblin King while chained up in the Goblin's house. It's like getting arrested, then insulting the judge. Read the room. And in all this chaos, no one notices Bilbo falling into a bottomless pit. Because Big Baby is too busy having his main character moment to do basic head counts. Which is ironic because he's not even the main character. Your burglar just disappeared and you didn't even notice. This man has the situational awareness of a goldfish. Thorin is upstairs, getting everyone potentially executed with his attitude. Bilbo is down here, having the most important character development in the entire trilogy. He meets Gollum, who is genuinely terrifying and definitely wants to eat him. And instead of panicking, what does Bilbo do? He uses his brain, something someone else in this story actually lacks. Novel concept. I know, he plays the riddle game because he realizes words are more powerful than swords and also because he's a little bitch. Then he finds the ring and watch. He doesn't make a big speech about it. He doesn't announce his discovery to the world. He just quietly adapts and survives. When he's stuck for a riddle, he improvises. He thinks on his feet. And when Gollum freaks out about
There's no fair. There's no fair.
he improvises. I mean, he could be petty about it, but chooses mercy, growth, character development. Something that Thorin hasn't shown in 60 years, Bilbo manages in 20 minutes. Then, he discovers the rings makes him invisible. And what does he do? Uses it strategically, escapes, survives, learns. Because when they do reunite, Thorin is about to hit peak insufferable. And I'm talking levels that will make you want to throw something at the screen. Smash that like if you're already frustrated with this man because it's about to get so much worse. So it's up to Gandalf to save everyone again because that's his full-time job now. And they all escape the Goblin Tunnel. Bilbo shows up. Hey guys, I'm alive. After literally falling into the abyss and surviving psychological horror with Gollum. And what is Thorin's response to his burglar surviving certain death and making it back?
I want to know. Why did you come back?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
This man is suspicious that Bilbo survived. I guess I'm sorry that I'm alive. What do you want, man? Not relief. Thank God you are okay. Not even basic human decency. Bilbo gives some vague explanation because he's being humble about the most terrifying experience of his life. And Thorin just accepts it and moves on. No follow-up questions, no concern for Bilbo's well-being. It's giving thanks for picking up my dry cleaning when it should be thank you for risking my life for family drama. We meet Azog. And okay, this orc has legitimate beef with Thorin. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm only narrating this and it's already pissing me the fuck off. Jesus Christ. Azog, I do understand. Whatever you beef you have with this man 100% justified. And this isn't some random villain either. They have history. Thorin's family killed his kind. He lost his arm in battle. He has been hunting them for decades. Azog has clear goals, consistent motivation, and actually competent leadership skills with his orc pack. Unlike some people, Thorin's response to being haunted by his family's greatest enemy is more speeches about destiny and honor.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
This is not a motivational moment. It's a we need an actual plan moment. So Radagast the Brown, the fifth wizard, shows up with intelligence about dark forces rising. And if you are wondering who Radagast the Brown is, I kind of forgot about him because Thorin was pissing me off, so I was focusing on that. I mean, don't blame me. I have anger issues, okay? Leave me alone, please. I'm not your mom. Jesus Christ. And what's worse is that Radagast the Brown is not even brown. He's white, which makes me wonder, then why is he called Radagast the Brown? That's a bit rude, don't you think? I mean, they call Gandalf the White. I really didn't talk about a lot of characters, including Galadriel. Oh my god, Galadriel. Oh. Well, there are two other parts for me to cover, so you would be hearing a lot about Galadriel from me. So Radagast give Thorin information. And what does Thorin do with this crucial information? He ignores it. That is what he does. He ignores it because in Thorin's world, the only problem that exists is his problem. There is a necromancer raising an army of the dead, and Thorin is like, but what about my mountain though? The Wag attack, or is it Wag or Wog? I don't know. The attack happens with a bunch of rotting dogs. Okay, they are called Wogs or Wags. I don't know. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so itchy. This guy is pissing me off. I'm getting mad just doing this. I can't wait to end this. And if you are saying, well, why are you doing this if you really don't like doing it? First of all, I like doing it. Thorin is just pissing me off. And secondly, I might have quit my job so I could follow my dreams of narrating movies on YouTube, because that is my dream. You know, when they were asking kids, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it got to my turn. I said, I want to narrate movies on YouTube. The attack with the Wog happens, and it was a complete nightmare. The Wogs are basically, you know, the beast the orcs ride on. Like I said, they look like rotten dogs, like hyenas. Like, think of rotten, bigger hyenas. Think of a zombified hyena on steroids. That's what they are. I mean, look at this beast. Everyone is fighting for their life, working as a team, showing actual courage. And this man, this man, this guy is making the exact same mistakes he has been making the entire journey. They get trapped in burning trees, and this is it. This is the moment where a real leader would prioritize saving his people. But what does Thorin do when he sees Azog? You can't guess it. Of course, I was being sarcastic. You can guess it. He fucks it up because his middle name is Fuck. Thorin Fuck Oakenshield. He decides he's going to go on a revenge quest right now while everyone is about to die. He abandons his people in burning trees to settle a personal score. It's like the building is on fire, and instead of helping people evacuate, you decide now is the time to confront your high school bully.
Fucking lazy. You're a lazy fucker.
And he gets absolutely wrecked because of course he does. Azog was about to finish him off. And who saves the day? Bilbo, the Hobbit, the one Thorin has been treating like an inconvenience the entire time. The man who has never held a sword in his life throws himself between Thorin and certain death. Gandalf had to send word to the Eagles for help because they were literally on the edge of a cliff, while Big Baby was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, he needs some milk!
From the effect of the most stupid decision I've ever seen anyone make in my life. So Thorin wakes up after nearly getting everyone killed, and his big character moment, his apology.
What were you doing? You nearly got yourself killed. I have never been so wrong in all my life.
I've never been so wrong about anyone. All right. Let's break this down. This isn't really an apology. This is him admitting he's a bad judge of character. He's basically saying, my mistake was underestimating you, instead of my mistake was being a terrible leader who nearly got you killed, and an asshole, and a piece of shit, and short. That's right. The guy is like 2 feet tall. Who would have thought? Okay, no disrespect to my short kings. Okay, I absolutely adore my short kings. I'm a short king too. I'm 4'8". I'm a midget. Take my word for it. Bilbo, being the actual hero of this story, graciously accepts his non-apology. They look at the lonely mountain in the distance, and you know what? That dragon is awake, he's aware, and is probably laughing at how this is going to go. So there you have it. Thorin Oakenshield, a man so convinced of his own importance that he spent an entire movie proving why he lost his kingdom in the first place. Quick recap. Bad leadership? Check. Terrible decision making? Check. Treating people badly until they prove their worth? Double check. Meanwhile, Bilbo went from I don't want any adventures to literally facing down orcs to save someone who barely tolerates him. One of these characters grew. One of these characters learned. One of these characters earned the title of a hero. And the other, well, let's just say someone still craves milk.
He needs some milk.
That's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Party, party. Party, party. Let's get lit. Let's get lit, lit.